Welcome to the Lifestyles of the Strange and Exotic. A random review. And this I picked up at the Will a couple of days ago for a whopping $2. And I wasn't quite sure what to expect, but since it said Kevin Conroy, I'm like, he's my Batman. So I definitely picked it up. And it is Batman Gotham Knight. And I didn't even read the back until now. 6 interlocking stories, 6 acclaimed directors, 1 groundbreaking masterpiece. So there's an overarching story of sort of... It's an origin story without rehashing, like, the original. It doesn't go into, like, Bruce in the alleyway with his parents. It doesn't cover that. It covers him more as a young adult. Sort of flashbacking to where he got his different training and things like that. So it's a new take on like an origin story. And it's done in 6 episodes, which is done not just by different directors, but there's different animation styles. So if you didn't know it, would seem kind of strange. I'm watching it, I'm like, wait a minute, that's not the way that guy looked before. So it's interesting, but slightly distracting, but it's done very anime. It so reminded me of Ghost in the Shell, if not the movie, the standalone complex. An awesome series, I might add. So it's, I don't know if it was done in Japan, in Japanese, because some of the voice, not the voice, but the lip movements are a lot more manga, like fitting Japanese words and not necessarily English words. So, I don't know. I'm not quite sure what Batman is like in Japan. But it's that sort of weird mixture of anime and Batman. And if you've seen the animated series, you'll have a basic reference what I'm talking about. Acclaimed screenwriters included David Goyer, Batman Begins, Josh Olson, A History of Violence, and Alan Burnett, Batman the Animated Series, joined forces with revered animation filmmakers on 6 spellbinding chapters chronicling Batman's transition from novice crime fighter to the Dark Knight. These globe-spanning adventures pit Batman against the fearsome Scarecrow, freakish Killer Croc, and an unerring marksman Deadshot. From some of the world's most visionary animators comes thrilling depiction of Batman as man, myth, and legend. And it gives you a little taste of what some of the scenes look like. And they're very good stories. I mean, I think they would stand alone on themselves. They would make good standalone episodes even without the giant story arc. And the commentary is pretty cool too, so it's so funny to hear like Batman commentating on Batman. So I wasn't quite sure, because sometimes my Batman is Kevin Conroy, i.e. Batman the Animated Series, and if you've played any of the Arkham games, that's Kevin Conroy too. So it's kind of cool how he can be sort of a lighter Batman, i.e. cartoon, yet the dark, gritty Dark Knight, and like the video games, he is Batman in all his forms. So that makes it more real. So when there's like a different guy doing Batman, it's kind of like, there is, even though it's like dark and gritty and, you know, fairly anime violence, there's still like light moments too, where when you're with Bruce Wayne and sort of his interacting with Alfred, there is still that sort of lightness that kind of reminds you that yes, there is a human being underneath the cowl. And it's not like haha funny, but they're just sort of like wink wink, hint hint, pun, you know, it's just enough to be there without being ridiculous and not fitting. Covered all my notes. So, if you can find this DC Universe animated original movie, do pick it up. Especially if you're a Batman fan or you grew up with the animated series, you know, or even if you like anime, this is a dang good show to watch. And even the commentary was really interesting too. And they were the commentary is by Senior Vice President, DC Comics Senior Vice President, Creative Affairs, Gregory Novick, former Batman editor Dennis O'Neil, who I've seen in various documentaries on like Batman, Superman, so that was really cool. And the voice of Batman, Kevin Conroy. So definitely I'll say 4.5 thumbs up. Worth a look. Thank you for watching. Do remember to comment, rate, share, and subscribe. There's always room for one more at the Strange and Exotic. See you next time. Bye. Bye.